Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my little YouTube video introducing the Roberts 1000 reel-to-reel audio and video recorder. This is a quarter-inch machine. It was made in the late 60s. I am not sure exactly what the year of manufacture was. I do remember reading an advertisement that said that if you had this during the time of the moon landing, you would have been able to record it on video with this machine. So anyway, I've had this one for several years. The audio side works very, very well. The video side, I cannot get the video head to spin. I don't know what's going on. I had it open and the motor doesn't turn. I don't know what the deal is with that. But anyway, this is a 4-motor, 3-speed machine. And what that means is it has a motor for the capstan, it has a motor for each reel table, and it has a motor for the video head drum. The video head drum is a direct drive motor. As I said, that doesn't work. The motor doesn't spin. I don't know what's going on with it, but everything else functions. And so I'm going to open it up for you right now so we can give you a little demonstration. Here we go. Okay, so what we have here, as I said, it's a Roberts 4-track audio and video reel-to-reel recorder. All right, down here it has your speed buttons. It comes with your standard 3 3/4 and 7.5 inches per second for audio, and this is for video. This actually bumps the speed up. This is where the third speed comes in, and I believe the speed is actually 11 1/4 inches per second for that. When you push that button, it's supposed to activate the video side of this and deactivate the audio heads. Now, standard is to put your reels on, thread your tape up through here, and that will play back your audio. But you can flip this up, and this will give you your video head. It's a what they call a helical scan video head. It's canted a little bit off. It's very, very similar to your VHS machines, except that this does do quarter-inch tape for video. But you need to use specialized video tape. Do not try to run audio tape through the video heads. You'll damage the video heads. They're very, very fragile. But all of this stuff, all the rollers and everything, they do work. And I know the audio side of this works, but the video side does not. So anyway, so down below here you have your controls for tracking, for video. I think this is like a level control for like video intensity. I don't know. As I said, I could never get the video side working, so I don't know. Headphone knob right here. Now, when I had this open, I tried to clean this out, but for some reason it'll only drop down about halfway. So even if you turn the knob all the way to the left, it should be completely zero. It's not. It's running about halfway. Once it gets to the halfway point, it'll start coming back up. You get it all the way to the top, and the left channel drops just a tiny bit. It is still there, so you can turn it back and have even audio on left and right channels if you wanted to listen through headphones. This does not affect the line output like if you had this hooked into a stereo system. So, put that back. Standard tape and source buttons here. This is to monitor a tape or listen to playback or monitor a recording on as it's being made. This is your source. This runs your level meters for what's coming into the deck. So this is what you would use to set your levels. And these are your level buttons right here. Your inner ones are for your line in. Your outer ones are for your mic. And there's your mic buttons right here. Your mic jacks right here. This will play back in 4-track stereo or 4-track mono. There's your button to do tracks 1 and 4 and tracks 3 and 2. This machine is also auto reverse, which is really nice, and the auto reverse does work. I will demonstrate that to you here in a second. It does not have a pause button. One thing I don't like about it is it doesn't have a pause control, but it's all servo controlled or relay controlled for your rewind, reverse playback, stop, forward playback, and fast forward. So now that we've got that figured out, let's load a tape on it and see what we do here. Okay, so this is how your tape threads up. It goes over this guide here, and then under this guide, and then it's got a little felt cleaner right here for when the tape passes through. It kind of cleans off the dust and stuff that comes under. And then your heads, there's 3 heads: erase, record, playback. They're underneath this, and I'm not going to take this off again. And then under the guide, and then capstan, pinch roller. This is your reverse sensor. Now these are a little bit far apart, so if you use foil for your auto reverse function, make it kind of long to make sure that it makes good contact on those two. Otherwise the machine will just kind of pass right through it, especially at the higher speed. It doesn't sense it immediately. So like I said, over these guides here, and then under this guide, and then up onto your take-up reel. Alright, so now I turn power on. Okay, capstan motor is spinning. Speed is set at 7.5 inches per second. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to set our levels. Now, in order to avoid the YouTube police, I'm going to use my own personal music that I've made myself in my band. This way that we don't get in trouble and get the audio pulled on this before we can use it. So, all right. So now I have the CD queued up here. I'm going to hit play. Alright, now as you can see, your needles are moving a little bit here. Bouncing pretty good right there, I like that. Alright, let's hit stop on the machine here. Alright, now we are going to go ahead and make a test recording. So in order to record with this machine, you hold in your record button here and then hit play. And as you can see, the red record light comes on. Okay, now to demonstrate being able to listen in real time while the recording is being made, you can press it to tape. Now if you heard the delay right there, but there's a little bit of a delay. But that is what is on the tape right now. This is actually the tape playing back the recording right after it's laid down by the record head. And in case anyone wants to give me any crap about the Sony reel, that's actually ATR MDS 36 tape that I bought from a friend, and that's what's being run through there right now.
We got some more friends to greet you. Tell us all about yourself. Who's your mother, cousin, friend? Do you book what's your religion? Have you seen the latest trend? There's no need to be afraid. We promise that you're safe with us if you push the proper buttons. But no one really knows which one's hey, you're on your way.
Okay, so that's a pretty good recording right there. So let's go ahead and stop the machine. Now, this will also demonstrate the rewind and the fast forward functions. And of course, the rewind is, oh, I hit reverse play, no wonder. Okay, so the reverse works. And here's rewind. The tape does make slight contact with the heads during the fast winding process. So maybe you can kind of hear it in the background there. But Okay, and here's the reverse. Then there's nothing recorded on side 2 of the tape, so obviously you're just hearing blank stuff. But anyway, so that's your basic, that's how the machine works. I guess I could go ahead and fast forward to the very end so you can make sure the reel motors are in good shape, because that's something that goes bad on these. As you can see, it's actually runs pretty fast in the vice wind. So if you use double length or triple length tape, such as 0.5 mil, you want to be very, very careful, because you could very easily snap or wad the tape up inside the reels, and then you got a whole other headache on your hand. So I don't recommend using anything thinner than 1 mil tape if you can get out of it. That's what this is 1 mil. And it's brand new ATR NTS ATR NDS 36. It's very good tape. I think it sounds fantastic. Extremely faithful to the source material. Alright, so as you can see, we're getting close to the end here. The machine's showing no sign of slowing down, so we're very happy about that. So we'll go ahead and stop. You can see the brakes work very well. We don't get tape flying all over the place. So now we'll do a rewind on it. Oh, and another thing you got to watch out for is sometimes with your capstan pinch roller being mounted off to the right-hand side of your head block, sometimes in reverse play, the tape will bail off. So far, I haven't had this machine do it, but it could make a liar out of me. Let's see. Looks like it's tracking dead on. Alright, I like that a lot. So this is an extremely good machine. I hate to get rid of it, but I've got a lot of other machines, and I gotta start getting rid of some stuff. So as awesome as this one is, without the video head working, and I don't have the camera or any of the connections to hook up to it, it's kind of, I have machines that work better for audio reproduction, just for the simple fact that they have pause controls, which I like because I like to make mixtapes and I don't like to hear clicks and stuff in between the songs. But this one's got extremely faithful reproduction. It's a great machine. I think anybody who buys it, as long as they're aware that it is not brand new out of the box, I think they can enjoy it for a long, long time. And also I do have the original box for this. It's not in very good shape, but I will be including it in the shipping. I'll tape it up, and then I'll put another box around that to kind of try to protect it and stuff. So shipping's not going to be cheap. This machine by itself weighs probably at least 50 pounds, if not more. And then, of course, with the ball box and then another box around that, it's going to be very bulky. So this is not going to be cheap shipping. So honestly, if you're local to my area and you want to come pick this up, let me know and we'll make it happen. I don't have a problem with that. I'll even meet somebody within a reasonable distance if they'd rather do that instead of pay the ridiculous shipping that it's going to cost. So, all right, let's do a rewind on this. Oh, and another thing that's really cool about this is you don't actually have to press the stop in between. You can actually go directly to. I don't recommend doing that though. That can be hard on the tape. That's one of those things. If I was using 1/2 mil tape, I would have had a destroyed mess. So, don't do that. You can, but don't. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the end here. You can see it's not slowing down at all. This is a great machine. Everything works very well, again, except for the video head. I've had it open. I've cleaned out the audio pots. I cleaned out the headphone pot. And I've chemo cleaned the heads, and I think this is a pretty low hour machine. So anyway, there you go. The Roberts 1000. Whoever the lucky buyer is, I hope you enjoy it for years to come. Thank you.